Alrighty, we're going to pick up where we stopped before. We are now going to start working on example 5, where we're going to copy a triangle using side angle side. So we're going to label this as AC, AB, and this is angle A because it's side, angle between the two, side. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place A prime right here, and then I'm going to draw B prime out to the right because I don't have enough vertical height. So the next thing we need to do is we need to copy AB. So we're going to measure AB, go over, pick where B prime is. Now, if you'd like, so that you understand, you can go in and draw in that line. So there's now B prime is copied. Now we're going to copy A. So I'm going to draw a dummy arc around A. I'm going to use that same dummy arc to draw around A prime. Okay. I'm going to then measure A. And so you're going to take your point and put it on the lower part and close the compass so that it fits that measurement. Can you all see if I move my big hand out of the way? Move it over to the base, copy. Now I need to measure AC. I can't turn the paper or you can't see it. I need to measure AC. So that tells me at what point I need to stop the line segment. So I'm going to use a pencil to draw in this line segment. Now it's going to go through this point. All right, so my angle could be anywhere on here, but since I've measured AC, I know that it stops right there. And so I just used a pencil to do the first drawing, then I went back with a pen to do my final answer. Now, the reason I like to leave my answers in pen, if I can, is because pen scans better. So when you're turning in your homework, you may want to consider that. So now we've copied it using side, angle, angle, side. All right, and that's that one done. So now we need to do number 6. So I'm going to do this one doing angle, side, angle. And I say that, so this is going to be A. I'm moving my sheets of paper again that are off camera that tell me how to do it. This is going to be A, this is going to be B, and so this is AB. So this is angle, side, angle. Now, I may be using angle, side, angle, but I'm going to draw the side in first. So the first thing you're going to want to do is measure AB. And the reason is I have to have that base ray in order to copy the angle. So I'm going to copy in the side first. So here is AB. Now, the reason I can still say I'm doing side angle, side angle is because now, in order to find the third point, I'm going to find those two angles and find where they intersect. So I need a dummy arc. So I'm finding another compass. Now I'm going to use a dummy arc. I'm going to use the same dummy arc on A that I'm using on B, and then I'm going to put that same dummy arc around A prime and around B prime, and this is going to be tricky. Okay, we're going to have to see how we can do this with the camera. And that didn't work very well. My compass is moving because I'm having to reach around the camera. Let's hope we've got it. So we're going to have some error in this because I'm having trouble with my compass. Okay, so now I'm going to take a second compass and I'm going to measure the angle A. And so here is the angle A. Okay, and notice let me How many of you notice that this is going to be hard to read because my angles overlap, because everything overlaps? So I'm actually going to do something. I'm going to erase it all, except for my AB, erase my dummy arcs, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to still use a dummy arc, but I want to make this dummy arc smaller. I want to make the dummy arc so that it's not going to reach from A to B, that I'm going to have a gap in it. Does that make sense to everybody? So I'm going to make it so that it's smaller and I'm not going to have a gap in it. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to draw my dummy arc around A and my dummy arc around B. Now when I'm teaching this in a classroom, I can move my body, and right now I'm having a hard time trying to move everything to keep it in focus in the camera, just so you know that where I'm struggling right now. Okay, so there's one dummy arc. Now let's see if I can get this other one in. Good, you're not seeing what I'm doing. I am rotating the paper with the camera still on the paper so that I can put the camera, so that I can get my arm around the camera. Okay, so there are my dummy arcs. There is. Oh, let's do some grammar here. We may be in a math class, but we still got to speak English. So there are my dummy arcs. Now I need to go back and I need to measure these angles. Okay. And so there's angle A. So I'm putting this again where the dummy arc crosses the angle. So this is angle A. So that would be angle A. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to measure angle B. Mark it on the dummy arc, draw the line. So now I know that this right here is C prime. And I'm going to draw in these sides in pen just so that if I were scanning this document, it would be completed. And now you know that the pen is the final answer. So that is copying it using angle, side, angle. Right? I have one more triangle, and all the noise is me pushing everything up so I can move my paper. I have one more triangle that I need to construct, and I want to show you that side angle, or ASS, does not make a valid triangle. Now let me say this. We use congruency. We use side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, side, side, side. Those are the three ways to prove that two triangles are congruent, right? Two triangles are congruent if all their sides are congruent, if I have a side, an angle, and a side, or if I have an angle, angle, and side. As I've demonstrated, I've done all three of those constructions, okay? And I've shown you that those triangles would be, that you can make a triangle using those threes. Now I'm going to show you one that says, can I make a triangle using angle, side, side? My rule of thumb, and what I say in my class, is if you cannot say it, then you cannot use it. So it is not valid, because if I were to say this word in a classroom, if you were to say this word in a classroom, in an elementary school classroom, you could be fired. Okay? If you cannot say it, then you cannot use it. So I'm going to show you that this is not valid. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we need to create our sides and our angles. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is one side, this is another side, and then here is my angle. And you can see I just made these up. So I want side, so that's going to be BC. This is A, so this is going to be Okay. Let's go back and change this. This is going to be AC, and this is going to be AB. And that's not right. That would be side, angle, side, right? So this should be, you're right, this should be BC. I was right. This should be BC and this should be AB. So that's side. So think about a triangle. If I have A, B, C, I want side, side, and then angle. So that's BC, AB, and angle A. Okay? So I'm going to start with a side. Let's just start with AC. So here's A prime. And now I want to find A. So this is, I'm going to start with AB, sorry. A, B. So here is B prime. So that's one side, right? Now how do I find BC? So C could be here. It could be anywhere on this arc, right? It could be anywhere on this arc. I don't know where it is. It could be anywhere on that arc. Let's just put that one in. Let's copy angle A. So how do we do that? We draw a dummy arc. We draw our dummy arc. We measure our angle. So we put our arc here and we copy. Now, I want to go back and I want to show you something. Here's BC. I am remeasuring BC. So here is, ooh, I'm going to draw almost a circle. Does that angle A hit or intersect that semicircle or that arc that I have drawn for BC? It never hits. So there's no way to construct a triangle using, at least using these measurements, but using side, angle, side. Even if I knew, even if they did intersect, how would I know they could intersect twice? How would I know which one was correct? It all depends on what the angle B is. Okay? Just because I have two sides and an angle, I don't know enough. They're not in the correct order. Okay? They have to be angle, or side, angle, side. Okay? And again, we're going to stop right there. That ends the portion of this that is on triangles. Next, we'll go back to doing some more with line segments, and we'll actually construct a couple more triangles, but we're getting into some more basic stuff again. So that ends the part on just constructing congruent triangles.